Hi, and welcome to HUR at Home. It's Ladies' Night, and we've got a big surprise for you, but I'm going to save her for last. So let's get this party started with Autumn Joy. Brings me so much joy. I couldn't resist.
Move this way. Hey, hello, Angela.
Are you moving around?
Hey, girl.
Hey, girl. Let's keep the party going with Coca Lani.
Whoa.
Oh, that was like in and out. In and out. And all right, let me give the introduction. I see Robin is back. Our producer is here. All right. I've known this woman for years, and it was love at first sight. She was my favorite Real Housewife of Potomac, and she is still on the show. She's a friend to the show, and she's one of the ladies tonight. And she says she wants to come back often. We'll see what she says after the show. But for now, put your hands together, everybody, for my girl. She's beautiful. She's fun. Charrisse Jackson Jordan. Oh my gosh.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited to be here.
Welcome. What took you so long?
Well, I don't know, but you know what? We got to make this a habit, okay?
Let's make it a habit. I love it. So, there's so much to talk about. But Charrisse, as I mentioned, you were many of our favorite Real Housewives of Potomac. Is there ever a chance that maybe you'll rejoin them if they came begging? Would you ever go back?
First, I don't think you're beg. You're not beg. Okay, not at all. You never say never, okay? And I don't believe in burning bridges. It was a wonderful experience. But I do feel, however, that this particular franchise, particularly Potomac in Atlanta, they're looking for younger, and I'm, the senior citizen that I am, so there's no interest with senior citizens. So they like the young girls because, they're spunkier, they'll do and say anything probably, and things of that nature. But I would pop up probably in the future, maybe. I don't know. Not next season.
Well, I don't know. Karen Huger, she's not one of the young ends.
Right.
No, she's really not. She's
taken over. Karen has been doing her thing.
She's been doing great. Yeah, she really has. Unfortunately, I think with me, the timing for me was not good when I came onto the show. As everyone knows, I was going through a very traumatic experience in my life that I've never experienced and hope never to experience again. But hindsight is 2020. Looking back now, I really feel like I was going through a depression at that time. And so I would show up. I was there, but I wasn't there. I could never remember what happened. Every time they would do my confessionals, they'd be like, well, Charrisse, you said this, you did. I'm like, I had no clue what they were talking about.
Wow.
And so it was a very hard time for me to do it. I think had I come a couple years later or post going through the initial shock of going through a divorce, I think I would have fared a lot better. But I really was not in a mental capacity to be doing that show at that time.
Yeah, you rocked it though when you were on there. And to your credit, I love that you said no to them when you didn't want to put your family through that. You didn't want to put.
No, it was a lot. I don't know if you guys probably haven't been through divorce, but when you're going through divorce, it's like a death, first of all.
Right.
And unfortunately, they don't deal with what you're really going through. Instead, they rather, try to make drop. Yeah, but my kids, they were going through it too. So I really had to put my children first. And it was a lot for them. It was hard, particularly for my son. And it just, for me, it just wasn't worth it at that time. Now I could talk about it openly. The kids are older, they can handle it. But at the time, it was just too much.
Yeah. I totally.
And did they care? And did they care that it was too much, or were they like, let's make this part of the storyline? Yeah,
they made that the storyline.
Right. And I remember they made it the storyline. So I was like, that was like part of the season, because it was topical. So I was like, and I hear what you're saying is after coming back, you could do it more in a clean space. But for them, they're probably like, well, we like when you were going through a divorce because it was salacious for us. But yeah,
that's what they wanted at that moment. But initially, it was like, okay, first of all, I wasn't going through divorce when they said I was going through divorce. I was having issues in my relationship. And when I agreed to do the show, my ex said to me, if you do the show, we'll probably get divorced. At that time, I wasn't even planning on doing the show. And I was like, oh, he's talking divorce. So then my whole mindset about doing the show changed. And then the people in New York, they were like, we got you, you know, we'll be here for you. And you can.
You mean the Bravo people?
Well, the production company. So it was like, you can deal with it in your own time. I didn't know my own time was as soon as the camera started rolling, you know? And then by season 3, now I'm really going through a divorce, but it takes a while. Like I was married for 20 years. Like you can't just flip a switch and it's over. So then they were rushing me. They're like, we need this divorce in TV time. I'm like, this is my real life, okay? It's like crazy. It was really crazy.
Now, Autumn Joy, you did reality TV, right? I mean, so I don't know if you knew that, Charrisse, but in your experience, Autumn, I mean, I'm sure they were throwing the drama card at you too.
Yeah, no, I completely empathize with Charrisse, and that's why when she said the producers were like, "Oh, we got you," I was like, "Please."
Yeah.
Your job is to, create the drama on our set. We had story producers, and their job was to create a story, to create a timeline, and pick the girls that were going to beef with each other and make sure that happened. So, and they do give you this false sense of like trust, like you do feel like, oh, I can trust this producer because it seems like they like me. But whole time, no, they're just doing it for the ratings. So I empathize with you, Charrisse. I know exactly how you felt. It's very hard to put your emotions on, like you have to turn it on and off, like a switch.
Exactly. And the thing is, you don't even have a choice what they focus on, because for me personally, I was doing so many other things in my life other than going through a divorce. I was doing charity work. I was I was a captain of the cheer team. I was a cheer coach. I was I was raising millions of dollars for charity. It's like, you're not interested in that? Like,
right. You're like, no, we want to focus on the drama.
Yeah, the drama.
Yeah.
That was it.
Well, good for you. I mean, one thing that I guess kind of stayed with you, you've got that fabulous champagne. Do you still have that champagne room?
I remember the champagne room.
Champagne room. That was so gorgeous.
Yeah, I moved. So
okay. Just take the champagne with you.
I took the champagne, but I left the room. I took the furniture too.
Oh, and we're getting lots of love in the comments. Hi, Tehran. Doc says, good evening, ladies. Cynthia, Delphinia, Roger, bravo. People saw gold instead of a broken relationship. Yep, they saw drama. David, Dr. Selena, or Dr. Celine says, speak life, sissy, Charrisse, Jackson, Jordan. Monica says, hi, beauties. Okay, so are we all addicted to social media? And if so, how did we handle it when Instagram and Facebook and I guess WhatsApp was out for a day, a little over a day? Did anybody freak out a little bit?
Because, it happened like during my shift. So,
you saw
stories, for my Hollywood crunch. I'm looking at my intern. I'm like, girl, is your Wi-Fi activated? Like, yeah, I'm like undoing my Wi-Fi, turning off, uninstalling Instagram, reinstalling. I'm like, what is that? And Hal, of all people, our PD, he's the one that hit me. He was like, oh, hey, FYI, WhatsApp, Facebook, and Instagram are down. I was like, oh, all people is the one that knew that before me. So yeah.
I was doing the same thing. I kept like, what's going on with my internet? And I'm refreshing. I'm doing all this stuff. And finally, someone sent me a text saying that all the stuff was down. But I was kind of glad. I was like, you know what? They should do this at least once a month.
What? What do you mean? Why do you say that?
Because I have some friends that are so addicted to social media. Like addicted. Like they send me all these things all day. It's just like, and you're like, people are just so addicted to it. And I think just like for me, it was like during the pandemic, even though the pandemic was an unfortunate thing to happen, But at the same time, it was like we had to be still. The air was cleaner. You started talking to people you hadn't talked to in a long time. So there was the good part of the pandemic, because I think we should shut down once a month too. So it's like it just, just digress a little.
I get that. I totally get that. What about you, Kokalani? Did you?
Well, for me, and it's funny because I glance at Instagram and Facebook, but I'm really on Twitter a lot, because Twitter is like the streaming for me, because the news stories, and you can just get, the people, all the information. It's more like a news AP wire and seeing all that. So I really didn't even know that Instagram was down, because I wasn't checking it. I didn't. And one of my friends sent me a message, and he said to me, he's in the industry, and he says, how do you think everyone who is so addicted to social media and they built their life off of it are feeling right now, because they can't see their likes, they can't see their followers? And I said, well, for me, I have grown up without it. So it wasn't a lifeline for me. So it was like a, supplemental thing. So if it's down, it's down, but it's not like, oh my God, I'm not going to be able to be me, because I'm me without social media. So it could go down tomorrow and my life will be okay. I'm not going to be affected by, but there is a generation that has grown up, Gen Z, who have grown up, and that helps with their mental state, as far as seeing the likes, engaging back and forth. And they've done research and studies to show how social media, especially with young kids, it has a lot to do with them. They're very moved by, oh, I didn't get likes, or this person didn't like me back, or I saw this, or I posted this picture, or I can't post, what I look like today, or something like that. So I could see where a lot of people, and I was like, well, I didn't even know it was down. But they were like, there's some people who really, it was like, what's going on? You're messing with my money, because some people make money on Instagram.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Mark Zuckerberg lost billions of dollars in that.
Yeah, $7 billion.
Yeah, just off of the revenue that they're able to generate from social media. So he lost the coin.
And
now, do you think?
Oh, I'm sorry. But don't you think maybe it went down? It might have had something to do with that whistleblower.
That's what I was getting about.
That's why,
60 minutes the day before, right?
Exactly. And now mysteriously it all goes down. They're saying that Facebook knew basically the whistleblower, the conflicts of what's good for the public, what's good for Facebook. They would choose Facebook all the time, knowing that this is not good for and it's interesting, Kokalani, you were saying how some people, I guess they set their mood by the likes and things like that, which I think is so destructive, because especially when you're young, especially teenagers, and you just want to be accepted, and it goes both ways. I mean, there are the haters, the trolls on social media as well. And if you're taking it that seriously, that can't be good. And
I'll be honest, I wake up every day and I look at Instagram.
Me too. Okay.
And then if I can't sleep at night, I'm on Instagram.
It's like a news. It's like like a filler counting sheet.
Exactly. I'm looking at TikTok and
entertaining. It's funny. I mean, and like you, Charrisse, I get the craziest. People send me these instant messages of the craziest Instagram posts. And it's funny though. I mean, some of it you just waste much time laughing. And Kokalani, our friend Tony Baker, he's the comedian. He's always posting these hilarious things on Instagram. I was checking my Wi-Fi. I'm like, what is going on? I turned it on. I did just like you, Autumn. I deleted it and reloaded it.
Did I miss the update? Right.
Right. What's wrong with me? Turn the phone on, turn the phone off. Oh yeah. Okay. So our producer, Robin, is on it and wanted me to make sure that I remind everybody of the Goldie Awards. And she put all of the information right here in the comments. So we're recognizing the best of the best in the DMV. You can nominate your favorite for a WHUR Community Choice Goldie Award. And the categories are right there in the comments. And Autumn, I mean, you talk about this every day, don't you, in your show?
Yeah, and can I just say, I never knew that there was a comment side. I feel kind of slow. I get myself.
What do you think? We've been doing this almost 2 years. Comments. So who did you think I was shouting out when I'd be like, "Yeah, Sharon"?
Like you had these special DMs, right?
You thought I was
We have imaginary people. Okay.
I'm shouting out my people.
Yeah, you know, it's so exciting. The Goldie Awards. Now this isn't our first Goldie Award.
It is.
Okay, I thought that. I didn't want to say it on air. I don't know, but I think it's so dope, you know, and it does give that extra layer of, you know, if you will, to prove to our listeners that WHUR truly is the people station, or our community station. And I had so many people hit me up, like asking, like, oh, how can I nominate? Where do I go? What do I do? And so we had to break it down. Like, you put people's name in the categories, and then we tally up. So let's say you go for best local band, right? And your band is the ABC band. So you got to tell your aunties, your uncles, your cousins, go to WHUR.com, put ABC band in as many times as you can. So then what happens is, we tally it up, and then we vote on, I don't know, I think it's like top 3. Then we vote on the winner from there. So
that's so awesome. And I love that people can just, you know, people can be involved. They're involved in who wins.
Right.
I'm voting.
And the great thing about this is an award show people care about, because we're going to have it in conjunction with our 50th anniversary. But I was asking, are award shows still important? This is important, but did you guys watch the BET Awards last night? I didn't.
I didn't even know they were on.
And I'm BET alum, but
I know, Angela.
I missed it. I was helping somebody very special celebrate their birthday. So sorry, BET Awards. I'll catch you next year.
Yeah, no.
One.
Well, I saw Tyler, the Creator. He won Album of the Year. But that's literally, that's the only award that I saw like circulating around. Usually blogs will do a recap, but I don't know. Maybe. Listen, I don't know. I wasn't.
I heard there were a couple. We like to catch the highlight reel, right? The next day to see the speeches and we missed that. But yeah, you know, is it changed the awards? You remember back in the day we used to watch them all, or is it just we're so busy, or is there so many things competing for our attention? What do you think?
I think it's a combination of all of that, and I also think it's marketing as well. Like, I didn't really see too much surrounding the BET Awards, and not as much as you saw for, you know, the MTV Awards even, and the Billboard Awards. I feel like I saw more promotion for that than for BET. So
even on social media, I didn't see anything about it. You know, so when the other awards are happening, you hear about it everywhere. But I didn't hear anything.
Look at Dirk's comment. Dirk said, I haven't watched BET since Uncut. I'm going back.
Since Screen Scene.
Way back. Oh, listen, I have to shout out Howard University, the Chadwick Boseman $5.4 million memorial established by Netflix.
You know, I didn't go to Howard, but
yes, that is
I went to Morgan, but you know.
It's all good. HBCUs in here. That's all that matters.
Okay, so this whole R. Kelly story, it just won't go away. And there's always something. Now R. Kelly is saying, look, I will give up some of my friends in the entertainment business who are also pedophiles. If they will, he's saying to the feds, if you'll reduce the sentence, I'll give up. And he's saying that there's some big musician, big rapper. I mean, what do you think about all this?
I think that's not the move. I think that's not the move at all for him. You know, what it sounds like is that we already knew R. Kelly had a chip on his shoulder because his friends did not come and support him when he felt that he needed it, especially, you know, financially. So I do think that was like his, you know how you're playing spades and you got the big joker, you're holding on to it, and you holding on to it. And I feel like this joker now it's like, all right, I'm about to get charged. I'm not going down by myself.
Exactly.
I'm trapped in this closet by myself. Some of y'all are gonna be trapped in this closet too. So that's literally it.
And snitches get stitches. No, I'm just playing. But you know, what I was also gonna say is that, what do you think? And I heard about that, but did you hear what YouTube did? YouTube took down his channels today. And I'm like, I said, you know, have they done that? Not that that matters, not that he was trying to make revenue, but have they done that for any other, you know, Pandora still plays R. Kelly's music, but have they done that for, like, Harvey Weinstein's movies are still up. They didn't pull those things down. I mean, I'm just like, is that a reach to YouTube pulling down channels? that we're just showing.
Well, I know that YouTube is still making money because they haven't canceled streaming.
Okay.
Saying, look, we're gonna make you feel it a little bit,
right?
But we're still gonna make money off of you,
right?
I just think R. Kelly needs to be put away somewhere. He needs some mental health. Just
right. I
away.
believe that.
Some mental health help. You know, that's all. I don't need to keep reading about him either. I just want the whole
him or OJ.
Him
What's or OJ.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, and prayers up for Ray J.
Oh yeah.
Oh, right. I mean, that he's got this. I mean, now
pneumonia.
They have non-COVID, but non-COVID pneumonia, and apparently it's pretty serious. He's on oxygen. Wow. You know, I don't even know what to think other than to just ask everybody to just keep him in our prayers.
And it seems like it just kind of happened like that, like,
or at least we just found out about it. I mean, I don't know. I don't know the backstory. All I know is, you know, it's everywhere that, you know, Ray J.
The last headline we saw was like Ray J has decided to move forward with a divorce, and then
now he's got a really bad case of pneumonia.
Yeah, and they said that when he was admitted, they put him in the COVID section, but they tested him like 3 times, and Ray J said, you know, he was praying, God, just get me through this. God, just get me through this. And then they tested him. He did not. He was getting better, and he didn't have COVID, but he still had that real severe case of pneumonia. So they moved him out of the COVID section because I think that was something that people were worried about. Because once you go in the COVID section, nobody can talk to you, nobody can visit you. It's sort of like, you know, all right, but he's out. So hopefully, you know, we'll keep him in prayer. You know, that's all we can do.
Princess ain't put that root on him. You know what I'm saying?
You think she did?
I mean, I'm just saying.
The timing is crazy. The timing.
Have you were back together? Aren't they back together?
Another story recently came out that they're moving forward with the divorce, and now he's sick in the hospital. I'm just saying.
I don't know. But have any of you ever had pneumonia?
No.
This was about maybe 10 years ago. I have sinus issues, and apparently I had sinusitis, and it just got so bad it turned into bronchitis. I was so sick and went to the doctor. I had pneumonia, and that was the sickest I have ever been in my entire life. Wow. I was like, Jesus, please, if I get through this, I thought I was going to die. I really did. And I'm only saying that to say, if, you know, poor Ray J, if he's got pneumonia, and if it's worse, I had walking pneumonia, which apparently is not as bad as, you know, the real deal pneumonia. And
pneumonia just sounds serious in itself.
It is so serious. I mean, you just feel like, just shoot me.
You can't just say, oh, I have pneumonia, I'm okay. No, pneumonia is like heavy.
Just what is pneumococcal pneumonia? Like I see like those infomercials on TV. If you suffer from pneumococcal pneumonia, you might be.
That sounds disgusting.
Yeah, I'm like, what is pneumococcal pneumonia? It's just so much.
It sounds really bad. But yeah, just saying all that to say, if it's worse than what I had, Ray, you are in all of my prayers. I'm setting up all the good. And
did you guys see what was going viral before he had pneumonia? That it was saying that people were just finding out that he was Brandy's brother. I'm like, who didn't know that?
Right.
I guess that's Gen Z because everybody knew it, right?
Everybody knew. That's how he was marketed. That's Brandy's brother.
Right.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I think at this point it should be that Ray J's sister. I just
they're saying now. That's what they're saying now.
Ray J's a legend quietly. Those little scooty bikes, like he made millions off of those. Like
and the tape.
Him.
Yeah.
Okay.
He made Kim Kardashian.
Like he's responsible for her success.
Exactly.
With no Ray J, there'd be no Kim K.
Exactly.
There'd be no Little North.
And what is this about? How many? What is that show, Charrisse? Oh, Grey's Anatomy.
Oh.
How many Grey's Anatomy fans and how many Ellen Pompeo fans?
I love Grey's Anatomy, but Ellen.
Oh my God!
Pompeo is like.
Isn't that a crazy story? So for those who haven't heard the story, whoever wants to give so Denzel Washington directed an episode, I think it was just one, of Grey's Anatomy, and Ellen Pompeo turned into Karen. She apparently didn't want to do anything that Denzel suggested, and was basically saying, look, you just got here. This is our show. And she was coming at him like that. And, of course, Denzel probably ripped her a new one, and those two just hated each other for a while. And now she's saying that, I guess they're fine. But this happened a while ago, and all of this just came out in an interview. And now people who didn't know about it, such as, I guess, us, are looking at her a little differently now. Saying,
did she give this information? Is she the one who disclosed it?
Yes, she disclosed it on her podcast. Mm-hmm. But this took place back in like 2016. Yeah. It was a long time ago. Now, why she's talking about it now, I don't know. But at the end of the day, Denzel Washington, are you serious? Like, you're going to talk to him like he's the help?
Right.
It's that sense of entitlement, man. And then it was like, the way she kind of said it was like, we're looking like, no, sis, you can't talk to our Denzel like that.
Really?
Like,
there's never a reason. No, Ellen. Got nothing for you, Ellen. I've changed your name.
Maybe she was trying to bridge like the Black Lives Matter and okay.
No.
I had beef, but I worked it out, so we can work it out as a country.
It was very much given. I'm a Black friend. I'm not racist. That's
right.
Was that what it was like?
That's what it was giving. Like, oh, be fine.
Nobody's buying it. I'm with you, Isabella. She was so wrong. And David said, Ellen tried it. Denzel wasn't having it. I totally agree. Okay, before we say goodbye, we've got 3 minutes. There was this story that came out. Lil Fizz offered a public apology to B2K bandmate Omarion for dating Omarion's ex and the mother of his children, April Jones. I mean, if this is your colleague who has kids with this person, shouldn't that be off limits or?
Totally off limits. Totally off limits.
Matt Barnes' situation with Gloria. You see how that they were weren't they best friends or something?
That will kill a friendship.
Yeah.
And now they're married.
Yes, they're like, we don't need friends. They're like Oprah.
The best friend, the best friend gets in the way of the husband, girl. You got to just move him around. I'm going to say that the Little Fizz and Omarion situation was crazy, and like you said, mainly because they were bandmates and they were like best friends at one point. And the fact that I feel like April started dating Little Fizz out of spite to get back at Omarion. But kudos to Omarion because he never badmouthed them in public. Like, look, I don't care what they do as long as it doesn't affect my kids. I'm good, And so all these years later, I guess Lil Fizz, now that the Millennium Tour is going on, Lil Fizz, I guess, felt the need to, clear the air. So, yeah, I mean, I guess that was big of him, but I don't think it really affected Omarion like April had intended. So, yeah.
I mean, the damage is done. The damage is done, like publicly, okay, but yeah, we will not be going out for drinks.
Would you forgive one of your girlfriends who did something like that?
Who date your ex and they're like, well, you guys are done. No, that's wrong.
No.
That's not my girlfriend. If a girl that I'm attached to does that, she was never my girlfriend.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Exactly. Doesn't it make you question all the times you brought her around your man?
Exactly.
You know what?
Mm-hmm. But listen, brought her around your man. One thing my mama told me, don't bring single friends around your man unless you're ready to get rid of him. And I listen to that to this day. Like, okay, mama.
I think there's something to that. I mean, oh gosh, we can go on and on about this. I mean, there are, of course, you want your man to meet your friends. Right. But then there are certain friends who maybe no.
There are some friends now. I had some friends. I had to keep them away from my man because they were just a little thoughtful.
A little too much.
You said thoughtful? Like, I
was
calling him to make sure he got home okay. Yes. Just talk to him to see how you were doing. Why are you calling my man?
To see how you were doing.
I know you're going to be out of town. You want me to cook dinner for your family? No.
Right.
No.
And I knew he had this car, and I just wanted to ask him about it because I was thinking about getting it. I didn't think he would mind. What kind of crap?
I mind.
Yeah, we're not doing that.
In fact, lose his number.
But that's not insecurity. That's not insecurity of you. That's just saying you need to know your place as a friend. You don't. But some people think that's like we're all friends, you know. He's your man, he's my best friend. I'm gonna, you know.
No, man does not need to break bonds with anybody, like other women, especially like new women or women that I've only known for. No, he's okay, sis. He's okay.
Exactly.
So if they want to take him out, so like if your man wants to get you a ring, and he's like, well, we're just gonna go out, and is that okay?
The one exception. You can FaceTime. It's just FaceTime.
No, Kalani.
No? Oh, so you said no. Angela said that's the one exception. So you're saying
but then I thought about it. So I think in a case like that, they can call the friend can send pictures or something.
Does the friend need to have your man's phone number? No.
They can DM.
You can do something.
Then that texting. What do you think about that? Can your friends have your man's phone number?
For that?
Like I have my friends, a couple of my friends, I have their husband's phone numbers.
Okay.
And I actually like one of my girlfriends, I talk to her husband a lot. We're really like, he's like my little brother, you know.
Okay.
And we actually have a relationship that's like that, even though I think it's unique.
Okay.
It depends on the people.
It depends on who it is,
Okay.
you know, and the level of the relationship. But generally speaking, like if I had a man right now, which I don't, but if I did, there's only certain friends of mine that I would trust to have the exchange with the two of them, you know, in my absence.
And you don't even need your whole hand. It's like two in a pocket. Possible.
Yeah. 1.5.
Yeah.
Exactly. 1.5. I'm with you. I mean, it's just boundaries. I mean, if you've lived long enough and you've been in relationships, you just kind of see things, and it's good to just not put yourself out there in ways that can hurt you if you don't have to. Just keep your eyes open. You know, it's like, it's not necessarily, I don't think it's being insecure. I think it's being smart.
I don't think so. Being smart.
Really quickly, somebody named Dale, Charrisse, they keep asking you, please tell. I'm new to the comments, so y'all gotta.
Okay, welcome to the comments.
I don't see comments.
This is how we met. He has been asking. Somebody named Dale.
Oh, Dale. Yeah, Dale is a friend of mine that I met through Keen. Keen is an organization for young people with disabilities. He loves you, Angela, by the way. But so that's Dale. He's a big fan of yours. So when I told him I was going to be on. So hi, Dale.
Hi, Dale. Dale was on a lot, and I didn't know who he was. Thank you.
Yeah, Dale, we have that in common. I'm a huge fan of Angela's as well.
Oh, I love you, Anna.
She does a wonderful impression.
Well, I don't know. And on that note, this has been fun. Charrisse, promise us you'll come back again.
I told you, whenever you need a fill-in, just call me.
Was this fun for you? Was it okay? Was it cool?
It was great. And you guys are amazing. And it was an honor to be with the three of you. And thank you for making my night wonderful.
Oh, you made ours wonderful too. So we're just gonna we like to do
a halo. Oh,
I know, isn't it gorgeous?
It's a halo. It's beautiful.
She's queen. I was gonna say princess, but she's the queen. So we're gonna go one by one. And Charrisse, we can start with you since you're our special guest, and just tell everybody, how they can follow you on social media and whatever you want to say.
Well, I'm very simple. I'm one Charrisse on Instagram. That's the number one. Charrisse, CHARRISSE, and that's it. Also on Facebook, Charrisse Jackson Jordan. So that's it.
I love it. Straight out, short and sweet. All right, let's keep it going. Kokalani, what you got going on? What's happening on Face Off?
Okay, well, it's a secret.
Oh,
okay. It's a secret, and you have to listen to Autumn. This is how we cross promote. Autumn, make sure you're listening to Autumn this week. I'm on this Saturday from 12 to 5. We have the wonderful Face Off at 4 p.m. I want to thank everybody who tuned in last week for our wonderful Face Off. And this week is going to be something phenomenal. I can't even tell you. It's so great. So again, make sure you tune into Autumn this week when she gives away her giant gift cards. and she will let you know. Also, make sure you follow me on social media. You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter, and Clubhouse at Kokalani. That's COKALANI. All right.
Yay! Thank you, Kokalani. It's secret. I wonder if Autumn Joy will crack under pressure. Come on in here, Autumn. We got questions.
Oh, I want to know so bad. I can't wait. I do have to say kudos to Kokalani because the Jasmine Sullivan and Fantasia face-off, I actually caught it. And the stuff that they were playing from Jasmine Sullivan brought back so many memories. I was like, I forgot about this. But anyway, so you guys tune in. I can't wait to reveal who she will be having this Saturday. Also, I'm still giving away passes to see Such at the DC City Winery. Make sure you tune in. I'm doing that every single day at 2 p.m. And we just brought on another 2 p.m. giveaway. That's going to be a big surprise as well. And like Kokalani said, I still have the $100 Giant Food gift cards, and we're qualifying you for $1,000. Oh my goodness. So we are your official Giant station. Giant loves us. We love you. But all right, guys, bye.
Oh, that was pretty awesome. Oh my gosh. Okay. All right. So neither one was really giving up the information. I guess we just have to keep listening. I want to thank everybody for joining us on this live. This was so much fun. And Charrisse, what a cool guest. We're definitely going to have her back again. Tomorrow night, we're just building up to our 50th anniversary. So we're having a lot of the WHUR personalities on, past and present. So tomorrow night, remember Tony Richards? Tony Richards was on every Saturday, and then during the week, there was Tony, Mo, and George. Well, we're bringing Tony Richards with George Wilborn. That's tomorrow night, 9 p.m., right here, same place. So make sure you join us. And on the road to 50, we've got a lot going on. You can make sure that you follow us at WHUR-FM on all platforms, and follow me while you're at it at Angela Stribling. So I'll see you tomorrow night. Have a good one.